presentation on Crayons to College. Basically, it represents like me
Speak up a little bit.
okay. Me being in that crayon space, like drawing and doing all the imagination, and look at me now. I have to go to college. I forgot how to, okay, you just click it. So the introduction to me, my name is Kyla Jordan. My home school is Corin High School. I am a senior. My healthcare science program is the program that I'm in. I'm 18 years old. I am a CNA. I am a certified nursing assistant.
Yeah.
And I'm very family oriented, as you guys can tell. It's not all of them here, but I'm very family oriented. My favorite color is pink, and I love writing and reflecting. So for my introductory piece, I just wanted everybody to like envision themselves, like closing their eyes and envision themselves as a little kid drawing with crayons. And then you imagine like the travel space between like, just imagine being a kid and then now like you're in this space that you're in and you're in life. It's crazy. This is pretty much my review through my friendships, my forgiveness, my growth, my farewells, knowing my boundaries and knowing how I had to walk away from certain things and knowing that what was good for me was good for me and what wasn't good for me, I had to let go. And I had to rediscover myself. So this is pre-K year. I went to Children Our Future for pre-K year. My mom worked there too. My mom was a daycare teacher. My mom's been a teacher for like 13 years, so she has so much experience. Miss Holly, I could not find a picture of her, but Miss Holly is one of my favorite teachers since preschool. Like she definitely helped me a lot. I used to sing with her. I used to sing Whitney Houston with her in classrooms, and she would listen to it with me on YouTube. Circle time was like my favorite. We would listen to music and we would play Duck Duck Goose. I love Duck Duck Goose. My 4th birthday, that's a picture of my 4th birthday in the middle. I had a tiara on. It was with my grandmother. My grandmother was there. She experienced that with me. At the time she had breast cancer, but I barely knew that she did because she was always there. And that's my dad in the picture too. I love Dora. Dora was my favorite thing. I wasn't watching Dora, I was probably watching Braxton Family Values with my grandmother. Snack time.
Tony Braxton. Oh my God, that's a riot.
Snack time was my favorite. My favorite snack of all time at daycare was probably pretzels and ranch together. No, pretzels. This is me in kindergarten. That's an Easter picture. Miss Hallenstein was my teacher at that time. She was super strict on me. I felt like I was not a good kid. I did not comply with so much things. I remember she went through my book bag one time and I had pretzels in there. I was like, stop, like why are you going through my stuff? She was like, I'm just looking through it. The holiday parties were super nice. I used to like frosted cookies back then. Now they're disgusting.
What kind of frosted cookies?
Just like frosted, like a Kroger one.
Yeah. You don't like those?
I hate them now. They're so disgusting. It's like Play-Doh. It's so thick. There was this Dr. Seuss content, like it was a contest, and I won because I was paying attention to the orientation the whole time. I was so excited. I won lunch with Dr. Seuss. That was amazing. This is 1st grade. 1st grade, I had Dr. Sutton. She did not push. I was not a good kid, still. I had a behavior card and it always got flipped to purple, contact, home. If you got red, you were sitting in timeout. It was always me. Or if I got yellow, it was warning. If it was green, it was good. Most of the time it stayed on purple or red.
Okay. Sounds character.
Pancakes. So what she would do is, if you had your homework like every Friday, she would bring like a heater where she would like make pancakes, and it was so cool. I always got my pancakes. I always did my homework. But I remember there was this one student, Osigwe. He always used to not have it. He used to make me laugh so much that he never had it. He just threw tantrums. I had my first ASA in 1st grade because I pushed someone off of a slide. An ASA is like an assignment, a school assignment where you're designated from everybody.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. The most like emotional thing for me that year, 1st grade, is my grandmother actually passed away from breast cancer. That's a picture of her during Easter one time. She bought me a dress and she wanted to take a picture. So I really missed her a whole lot, and her funeral was that year too. It was so hard. I actually found out that my grandmother passed away during Flying Pig Marathon. After my grandmother's Flying Pig Marathon. It hurt so bad. Elementary besties. My elementary besties were Madison Brown, Kanaya Canyon. We're still cool, but you'll see how that kind of plays out during this whole presentation. Okay. Madison Brown and Kanaya Canyon.
Who's that?
Second grade, Miss Campbell. Miss Campbell was super mean. Grammy, do you remember Miss Campbell?
I don't
The
know.
laundry attendant.
The one who broke your
Oh,
arm?
yeah.
She was super mean. She did not like me. But she had a second job. It was like a laundry. She was a laundry attendant, and she used to be there. She used to watch me. We used to have snack time because our lunch was super late, and I enjoyed that part. I used to bring like this chocolate dipper thing. Like it was a granola bar that was chocolate dipped. I hated multiplication. I never wanted to do it. I hated facts. Girl drama followed me in second grade, unfortunately, with a bunch of girls. I actually had a friend one time that I was friends with her when she first came to the school. Like I was her first friend there, and I introduced her to everybody. And then she turned on me and stopped being friends with people that I didn't like. Always hated me. She hated me. And then, yeah, that was the bad friendship part. She was a bad friend. The father-daughter dance. I could not find that picture. Why can't I? That year, that was the first one that my dad found me at Corsage. It was so cute. I had my hair curled. It was so cutesy.
I got that picture on my Facebook. You should have asked me for it.
Third grade, I had Miss Mosher. Just to put it out there, I went to Fairfield Central all the way up from 5th grade. I went to the Fairfield District all the way up from 5th grade. So Miss Mosher was my teacher that year. My cousin Nyla was in my class. And of course I had girl drama. She had this peace table. Miss Mosher had this peace table where we talk our issues out. And it still didn't help. It still didn't help. I was a brat. I don't know why. I really hate that I was a brat. I hated division. I learned division in 4th grade. I hated it, but I used to use touch math. I love touch math for division. 4th grade, I had Miss Gimperly and Miss Pettit. Miss Gimperly was like the nice teacher. Miss Pettit was like super like strict. I had a trailer classroom because back then Central didn't have a lot of space, so we had trailer classrooms and we could rotate from there. And I remember Mr. Smith, the gym teacher, he had like this Halloween maze. It was super, super cool, and I loved it every year. 4th grade, I learned how to play I Declare War. And that time, I also had the student council thingy. I wanted to be student council, but I never got voted in. I was super upset about it, and I threw a tantrum over it. I don't know if you guys know what Go Noodle is, but it was like this brain thingy where like we would take breaks and we'd sing Popsico, this song Popsico. I had a best friend named Michaela. She was not good for me at all. She wasn't a good best friend. She was not a good role model for me. I had a boy crush. His name was Aiden. Fun fact, his mom actually went to school with my mom, and so she knew who he was. But I had this really big crush on him. Broken wheels, so this is a story. The last day of school, we were moving into a new building, and I was on this rolly thing, and I was spinning it around the classroom, and I fell and I broke it. So yeah. And they were getting a new Central building because they tore down the old one. And then there was this cussing scandal where I was actually cussing, and I was cussing and I lied to, I lied about it, guys. I lied, and Ava Ames, she was supposed to be my friend, and she told on me. And she made me get in trouble. Miss Pettit had this thing that she had me sign, and it was during my birthday. Like, why would you do that? And so she saw that I didn't have it signed, so she was just like, where's the paper? And I forged the thing. I forged it. I did
That-
forge
Confessions
it.
I
all
remember.
coming out now.
I remember.
I forged it, and my mom found out because Miss Pettit was like, "Did you forge this?" And I told her, "Yes, I forged it." I forged
And your
it,
mom
guys.
called me. Your mom called me that day. Was going crazy. Oh my God.
Yep, I forged it, and my mom was pretty upset. She was like, "Do you want to do manual labor for the whole weekend, or do you want to get a whooping?" And I kept saying manual labor. I'll do it the whole weekend.
Look at how sweet you look there.
I wasn't. 5th grade. Oh my gosh, this picture. Compass Elementary, there was a new building. So like where Central had set up, it was like if you lived near Central, you would go to Central. And if you lived near Compass, which was like, I don't know if you guys know where Tyler, the Weiler place, like the car places, if you live near that area. So I lived in Fairfield Point, so I was able to go to Compass. I moved to that building. And I had Miss Burlow and Miss Templeton. Miss Burlow was out because she was on, she just had a baby. And Miss Templeton was the only teacher that we had. So she taught us everything. And so they were pretty cool teachers. I had the DARE program. I did the DARE program where we had to sit there and listen to don't do drugs and stuff. And that was pretty cool. I graduated from that. Wonder, you read the book Wonder? It was so good. I love that. We also watched the movie. It was super. It taught you a bunch of lessons, like don't make fun of people, be kind because you never know what people are going through. Like that book actually still touches me to this day. I was in choir. I had a solo. That's a hidden talent. I can actually sing, guys.
I believe it.
So I was in choir and I had like a lead part, and like it was so exciting because it was like, dear God, it's me, Kyla. This is probably like TMI, but like this is the time I started my cycle this year. And my favorite book is Dear God, It's Me, Margaret. I don't know if you guys know that book, but like it helped me so much. My grandmother actually introduced it to me. I love that book. My besties, we got closer. So like in 1st grade, we called each other best friends, but we were really best friends. It was Kanaya and Madison Brown. And those were my best friends. We used to do Secret Skeleton, Secret Santa, Secret Valentine, Secret everything. And of course, drama. Always follows me. I don't even know what type of drama, but of course it was drama, always. Oh, it was with Ava Imes. Yes, it was with Ava Imes. I didn't like people.
We're not holding grudges, right?
No, we don't. She just said she missed me.
Aw.
I miss her too. This is, oh my gosh, 6th grade. I had to move districts, unfortunately. And I'll never forget, I was crying so hard. I was like, I'm moving to a ghetto district. Like, I'm moving. I cannot believe this. So I moved to White Oak Middle School. And do you know Dawn?
Yeah.
Yes, that was my first friend.
Aw.
So like she welcomed me so bad, and we got in trouble the first day of school because we couldn't stop talking. And she was my locker partner and stuff. She was so sweet to me. She was like my first friend at that school. I could not get locker combinations to save my life. Like I hate locker combinations. So I would just leave it open. I'll leave it halfway open and then open it back up.
Did you do the pen cap?
No.
Oh.
World Tapestries was my favorite class. At that time, it was the only class I did work in. I loved that class so much. We learned like different aspects of French and France and Mexico and stuff. And we watched Coco. I love Coco. My new best friends were Naraya, Bella. Yep, new best friends. I never ate lunch when I went to lunch. So I had like B lunch, I think. And we ate lunch at 10:30 in the morning. I never ate lunch at all. The winter dance was pretty cool. My hair looked like a lion. I wish I could find that picture. But I went there. It was super cool. My first BF or acquaintance, Teron. I met Teron in 6th grade. He was actually super cute, but don't speak to him anymore. Warrior time. I used to hate Warrior time. Warrior time, we would read a book and we would do comprehension questions on it. It was so stupid. It was in the morning. I don't know why we did it. We just did it. So I got heavy influence during this time. So as I told you guys, I had best friends that didn't do work. So Mariah was not a good influence on me. Just gonna put that out there. She wasn't a good influence on me, and I had to realize for myself because my grades started dropping, and yeah, she was the influence for that.
This year was bad.
Yeah. So,
This was a bad year.
Yep, bestie drama too. We would go like on and off of being friends, and it was over stupid issues, like either because I told her to shut up. It was like controlling issues, so like it would be super dramatic. 7th grade, I was still at White Oak Middle School. After school, we would walk home. Well, we would walk to Gold Top because Gold Top was near my house. It was this ice cream place, and we would all go there. Of course, drama followed us. Drama follows us everywhere. The calzone at lunch started to become my favorite. I started walking home that time. My mom finally started letting me walk home. And I was super good, super mature about it. Of course, girl drama always follows me wherever I go. Bestie drama, I just wasn't in the right space with her. Like, she always mistreated me. Naraya always mistreated me, and I never knew how to deal with that. I always just let it go. Tehran, still my friend, but still like, we like each other, but we don't want to be together. COVID hit that time. Oh my gosh, that was so hard. So many people lost their lives. It was so crazy. We had to do online school. That was super hard because trying to navigate being in the classroom from being to technology, it was just so much. And I feel like that's why we rely on technology so much now, because we had to do it that last year maybe of middle school. I finally got an iPhone that year. Nobody was making fun of me anymore for having a Hello Moto. Yes.
Hello, Moto.
In 7th grade, at the end of summer, I wanted to do like a lip gloss. I did a lip gloss business, and it was called K Lip Line. It was so corny until I started rebranding. That's later. 7th grade, I had a weight gain. I really did. Like, during COVID, we were sitting in the house, and I was bored, and I was eating. We had a weight gain. Failure, I didn't really fail, but it wasn't like, it could have been, my grades could have been better, but it was a passing grade.
This was the year that your grades was bad, real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I really had to like get it together.
It wasn't.
Oh, and another thing that like really hit me hard that year was the George Floyd protests.
Yeah.
It was so much going on, and like you just see during the protest, you watch the news, that was all that was on nonstop. Like, you weren't watching anything else but that happened. It was so hard to watch, especially continuing to watch that video over and over again. It was so emotional. So yeah. 8th grade. 8th grade, I decided not to go back to White Oak. I did virtual school that whole year. I was on honor roll that whole year. I got straight A's that whole year. This is when I started to become like unconfident in myself, like especially with me gaining more weight. I couldn't keep it down, so like I had weight issues. I don't know why that's in there. My uncle did pass away. My uncle Ray passed away. That was super hard because it was hard seeing my grandmother be emotional, because you never see Nana be emotional. She's never emotional. Starbucks became my favorite thing. Caramel drizzle. Group chat. So I used to stay up all night on group chats with my friends until 1:00 a.m. And it was super crazy. We would talk about a lot of stuff, and I used to get in arguments with them, leave the conversation, come back, and it was so much.
So we just title that drama, girl drama, friend drama.
No, but it was
lot
boys
of
in the group
friend
too.
drama.
It was boys in the group too. It was not just girls.
Hey, Kyla, how old are you?
Maybe like 12.
13, yeah.
Fading away. Like, a lot of my friendships just start fading away. They start being different. Like, you know, like before you go that freshman year, just everybody just starts acting different. So the 8th grade celebration, I went back to my school for the last time. Had Kona ice with them, and we ate pizza and stuff. It was okay. Tehran was harassing me the whole time, of course. My summer job, I became a junior counselor for the recreation center for the city of Cincinnati. So that's what I did during my summer. It was super fun, and I was able to encourage other kids. It was super cool. Relationship or play, that's still Tehran. Like, what are we doing? Like, are we being friends, or do we like each other? Like, what are we doing?
That's funny.
9th grade. Throughout these pictures, you won't see me a lot because I had confidence issues. I never took pictures. I always felt like I wasn't pretty enough. 9th grade, Corin High School. Freshman year, my friend group collapsed. So like at the time it was Jada, Bella, Naraya, Michael, all of us. We all collapsed. We all went in our different areas. And actually, this year I met my friend Myasia, but she's not pictured here. You'll see her later. I met her that year because we had all our classes together, so we became closer, and that made my best friend obviously feel some type of way. That goes along with separation. This was my first homecoming. I can't believe I wore that. That's my friend Caitlin. My first homecoming, my best friend left me the entire time because she had a date. She had an unorganized date.
Oh, we've been too still. Yeah, we are. Just quiet.
She had an unorganized date. So yeah, she left me that whole time. We went to IHOP that day. It was so ghetto. We didn't even get to eat. Like, we didn't even get to eat. I made new friends. Obviously, I made new friends with Anaya and Myasia. They're super cool. My body image really bothered me this year. Algebra class, probably the funnest. I never got anything done. Never got it. But once I got home, I got it done though. But I wasn't doing anything in the class because I was with Myasia and Anaya. Friendship fallouts. I fell out with a friend because she was just weird. I felt like she was just really weird. Like, she copied me for homecoming. Yeah, she was just weird. My mental health, that's when I started to like see it decrease a lot. It would go up and down. That's when I really felt like I had started depression. I feel like everybody has depression, but a lot of people don't want to talk about it because they can't talk about it because they feel like everyone else is going to tell them that they're dramatic. So that's why I don't talk about it. Renaissance came out that year. Beyonce dropped Renaissance. That was my favorite album. My dad hates it.
I don't hate it.
Sucks.
I don't hate. I never said that. Why would you put that on me? I did not say that. Wow.
I got into my first fight.
Why did y'all air me out like that?
Yeah. I got into my first fight ever in 9th grade.
Yeah, I remember.
And everyone knows I'm so non-confrontational. I'm so calm about stuff. But it was just like, she hit me out of nowhere and I was shocked. I was like, wow. Wow. But I had to defend myself for the first time and I hated that so much. The 10 days sucked. Being out of school, not seeing my friends, it sucked. I started to miss my grandmother. I felt like as I got older, my grief started to increase because I felt like when I was in high school, she would have been there for all my dances. She would have been there for a lot of stuff. She would have been there for just so much at that time. So I started to have more grief about her. 10th grade, this was sophomore year. My best friend became jealous because I got other friends. It's nothing new. Sophomore homecoming, that's Myasia and Anaya. Those are my girls. They're still my girls. Yep, separation with my friends. Like, we just really separated. Geometry class, I was in there with Myasia, Tristan, Sanaya, all of them. Of course, I wasn't doing my work, but I did it at home. That's when my GPA increased. I actually got a 3.0 GPA that year. My new friend group consisted of Anaya and Myasia and Tristan. That's when I met them and kind of became grouped up. That was my Sweet 16. I had it at Smoky Bones and we went to Top Golf. I actually gained a lot more weight this year. That was really sad for me because I was already insecure. And me and Myasia, we actually fell out that year, but we fell out because of my ex-best friend, because it was over a guy, and I had to respect my other best friend, I felt like, and ruin my own friendship at that. Like, you know how you have a best friend and they tell you not to speak to someone? That's how it was for me. I had to drop my friend because she didn't like her, and I just felt like that was wrong, so I actually had to fall out with her. I got my first job. I was a party host at Main Event. I still am. My depression got worse because I had to drop the friends that actually made me happy. But I couldn't see that because I was blind. I got accepted into Butler Tech last minute. I was waitlisted because I didn't do the whole thing and I was freaking out the whole time. I thought I was not going to get accepted. I cried for like a few weeks straight 11th grade. This is junior year, and I was at Butler Tech Bioscience. My uncle actually passed away this year. My uncle Chris, he passed away in September of 2023. I'll never forget that day. I was sitting doing my work. I thought it was gonna be a good day, and I was listening to "Water" by Kyla, to be exact. And then my mom just texted me that he passed away, and that was so hard. I just started bawling. It was super hard for me, and I didn't come to school for like 3 days, and even when I came back, I just could not handle anything. I struggled.
A long time.
It did. It really did. I struggled to uphold my friendship with my best friend because she disrespected me during that time. I'll never forget when I came back from losing my uncle. She was still like just being rude to me, like just disrespectful to me for no reason. Like, I just lost someone that I truly loved and I respected, and he was there for me, and you don't even recognize my feelings. And I just couldn't. And I was like, she really don't have no respect for me, but I kept being her friend because I unconditionally loved her. Grief followed me all throughout this year. Like, it just followed me out throughout this year. My weight was up and down. I think after my uncle passed, I actually started to increase my eating habit because it was a comfort for me. I got new friends. So Holly, at the time, me and Kinsey weren't that cool, but we met that year.
We were friends, but I was friends with Noraya.
Yeah.
And then drama happened, and then we stopped being friends.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a web.
It's a domino effect.
One day she and Ryan are best friends, the next day
No one's friends.
So I got new friends. So Holly and Riley and Kylie, they became my friends this year. That's Holly right there. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Throughout the whole time, Holly was eating me down. She was reading me down. She was like, Naraya's not your friend, all of that. She was telling me the truth from the start. Anise Beauty, that is my lip gloss business for my grandmother. I hope to do more with it. Right now, I was just trying to focus on this year. This year was extremely hard. It was so hard. Miss Munchin always gave me wisdom. That's why that's on there. She was always so sweet to me, even when I felt like the world was against me. I would come in this classroom and I would feel so much better. And I thank you for that. Me and Myasia got back cool. That was the friendship rekindle thing. Like, I texted her one time and I was like, I apologize for this and for that and for that. You have to take accountability for what you did in the situation. And ever since, we've been back, and I'm so happy. I'm so blessed for that. The beginning of the best ending. So of course, Naraya got upset. She found out about me being back cool with Myasia, and she wanted to let go of the friendship. And at this time, I was tired, and I just let it go. I just let go of it. But of course, it still followed throughout the summer because she was still texting me, and it like. But when I was when you're really done, you're really done. Like, when you start to become tired, you get tired. And so over the summer, I was like, yep, I'm done. I'm done. And I finally found myself. Now, this is one of the best years. This is the last year. 12th grade has been amazing. This is my senior year. I currently have, in QuickBase now, I have a 3.6 GPA, but I just put 3.55. I'm honor roll. It's a picture of my fall pictures, look, that Chloe did. It's so pretty. The red hair is for my 18th birthday. I want you to try something new. That's a picture of Maddie and Holly. It was so cute. My confidence actually has gotten higher now. Like, I'm willing to take a picture and like with no filter and actually like feel confident within myself, and I love that for me. Singer Sunrise, that's a picture up there. Holly made that sign. It was so cool. We took pictures that day. And my college acceptances, I got into Wright State, NKU, EKU, what else did I get accepted into? Ohio University, Miami University Regionals, and University. But I chose NKU. So yeah, I chose NKU. Today is National Decision Day, so I just told you guys.
Wow.
Jade's birthday party. This is the picture of Jade's birthday party. It was Caroline themed. It was so cute. Her family is so cute. She loves Caroline. Her family is so cute. They're so generous. Friendsgiving is up there. There's a picture of me and Holly from Friendsgiving. Her mom's mac and cheese is so good. Love it. My CNA exam, that was a struggle. Because the first time, okay, I passed the knowledge part first. Then I failed the skill part. I failed the skill part because I did toss wrong. But every other skill I got right. So I was like, I don't want to retake it. Miss Munchin was like, if I have to kick you to the exam place, you're retaking it. So I paid the money and I retook it and I passed and I'm a CNA. Woo! I'm no longer friends with Riley Jones. Yeah, that was the fallout part. I'm no longer friends with her. I just feel like we became on different paths. Like not saying that she's like not driven, I just feel like we became on different paths. And Holly felt the same way, so we're no longer friends. And then the highlight of all of this is I have good friends. Like I just have an amazing support system. I'm no longer around toxicity and I love that so much. And my family's been amazing to me. And my friends are amazing to me, and I love you, Miss Munchin. I love everyone in here. And yeah, I'm gonna be very sad when I have to leave this place. But it was all worth it. It was all worth it.
Wow.
Is there any questions?
I would like to interrupt your little brother just to say, what a transformation. I mean, it's like you learned how to accept yourself for who you are and set boundaries and be willing to stand up for how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
And I've seen that such a transformation in the 2 years. Absolutely. And you've done an amazing job and you're going to continue to make a huge impact on a lot of people's lives. So.
Thank you, Miss Munchin. Any questions, Kendall?
How many fallouts did you have?
That we count, right?
I had a lot, and you're gonna experience that too. You are. You're only at 3rd grade. You'll experience it
I'm
a
not
lot.
at 3rd grade.
Wait till you get to high school.
Middle school.
Very nice job. You should hang on to that. The pictures of you as a little girl are just so adorable. And what a little spitfire you were, huh? I would have never thought. I would never have known that. Because here, she is eyes down, do the work, you know, and there's been some drama, and I know that was really hard for you with your uncle's passing, but you pushed through it and you did what you needed to do to take care of yourself, which is super important.
Thank you, Miss Munchin.
But I would have said you were a liar if you told me all the trouble you got into.
No, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Well, guys, thank you guys to come into my presentation.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
My TED Talk.